Live, we have sound. We have sound. All right, ladies and gentlemen, official test start time 2 minutes, 5 pages, 5 paragraphs each, 5 words each sentence, 5 computer spaces in between, 5 revisions. You can use your hyperscientific, you can use any artificial intelligence or technology, but you must share it with the class and show the work. If you do not show the work, I'm going to assume all you did was use technology and you will get zero credit for it, all right? Let's rock and roll. Let's check the markets real quick. You guys need to tune in to Bloomberg Tech. It was excellent today. Now, let me unplug from here so that you guys can hear it now. Hold on. Get this off. And show full power. Hold on. A second. Severe. A little bit better.
With Caroline Hyde in New York and Ed Ludlow in San Francisco.
And the thing is, to pick it up is going to be more.
This is Bloomberg Tech. Coming up, NVIDIA strikes a deal to invest $2 billion in chip design software maker Synopsys, one of its own suppliers.
Plus, crypto concerns continue amid a
now
wide-ranging sell-off strategy in stablecoin Tether to the crosshairs.
A good opportunity right here. Open up your Baja app.
List of circular deals involving the ChatGPT maker and its backers.
Please go to commodities. Let's start with commodities.
And we're under pressure once again. We're only off by 0.3%.
Oh, wait a minute. 1 second. I have to sign into this.
The worst sell-off that we've seen since March.
Because if not, our class could get interrupted.
Reassess these ongoing narratives of AI, momentum trades, crypto, and the like. We see Bitcoin up by another 7%. We trade at 84,678. We're going to deep dive into that, but we're going to deep dive on some single names right now.
Yeah, are we going to be talking about circular financing? Maybe. NVIDIA shares higher, Synopsys shares higher, but off their session highs. NVIDIA investing $2 billion, buying into Synopsys at $414.79 a share. You can see we're now pretty far beyond that. What will happen is Synopsys
Let's
will
try
take
this again.
NVIDIA's GPUs and its
Open
software
up your
library,
Baja
CUDA
apps,
X,
and let's go to
basically integrate it
commodities.
into the
There
number
we
one
go.
tool for designing
That
and
took forever.
validating chips. But
All right, so here we go. You guys ready? Let's rock and roll. Gold in the red, 0.25%, 4,226.96 a pound of record. Silver in the red, 0.69%, 57.5%. Platinum in the green range, 0.17%, 6%. It was 119, it fluctuated. 1,671.90. Palladium in the green range is 0.30%, 0.29%. 2-digit dip, 0.31%. Holding 30%. Still holding in the battle. In the battle, up or down. Still in the green, 0.31%, 1,422.20. Copper 3M in the green range is 0.56%, 11,252. Chocolate by the pallet in the red, still 0.30%, 5,068 even in holding. Coffee in the green, 0.19%, $412.40 a pallet. Orange juice stays in the green. The green range is 3.20%, 154.85.
Engineering tools still largely run CPU-based systems, right? EDA, electronic design automation.
Okay, let us move on. Let's go currencies. Got 20 coins. Tether, Athena USDE, Hyperliquid, Chainlink, Stellar Lumens, Cardano, Binance Coin, USD Coin, Tether Coin, Solana, Unis, SEDLEO, XRP, Ripple, Never, Tron, Zcash, Litecoin, Dogecoin, Bitcoin Cash, Ethereum, Monero, still in second place. and Bitcoin. Bitcoin stands in the green 0.41%, 86,639 and 578 of a penny. At time of recording, Monero stands in the red 0.77%, 402 and 99,081 of a penny. Ethereum stands in the red 0.08%, 2,796, 9,500, 2,000, 4,000, 3,000, 1,000, 9,609 of a penny. Let us move on to the news. See what's going on in our world. And as of today, Kalshi adds tokenized event contracts on Solana. Kalshi, an American financial exchange and prediction market based in New York City, told CNBC on Monday that its users can now buy and sell tokenized versions of their wagers on Solana. There's a lot of power users in crypto. This is about tapping into the billions of dollars of liquidity that crypto has, and then also enabling developers to build third-party front ends that utilize Kalshi's liquidity. John Wang, Kalshi's crypto chief, stated. Wang insisted that liquidity is very important, and without it, we don't really have a market. Ethereum over the dollar went over both and Bitcoin. MicroStrategy slides 12% amid Bitcoin sell-off. Shares of MicroStrategy plummeted as much as 12% during Monday's session after the company's announcement of a new U.S. dollar reserve and amid a steep decrease in Bitcoin prices. The company said on Monday it has established a $1.44 billion U.S. dollar reserve to sustain dividend payments on preferred stock and interest on outstanding debt. Strategy, which has over 650,000 Bitcoin, is commonly considered a leverage proxy for the cryptocurrency, allowing the stock to rise in sync with Bitcoin's movements. Earlier today, Bitcoin went down 6.6% at roughly 84,500, substantially lower than its highs above 100,000 at the start of November. The company's stock slumped 12.04% to sell at 155,085 apiece at 11:18 a.m. Eastern Time. Strategy Incorporated stands in the red 3.25%, 171.42. MicroStrategy forms $1.4 billion U.S. dollar reserve. MicroStrategy Incorporated, doing business as Strategy, announced on Monday that it established a $1.4 billion U.S. dollar reserve to cover dividend payments on its preferred stock and interest on its existing debt, using funds from the sale of Class A shares via its at-the-market offering. Strategy holds 650,000 Bitcoin, about 3.1% of the 21 million Bitcoin that will ever exist. In recognition of the important role we play in the broader Bitcoin ecosystem, and to further reinforce our commitment to our accredited investors and shareholders, we have established a USD reserve that currently covers 21 months of dividends, CEO Fong Lee said. The company also revealed in its Securities and Exchange Commission (SEC) filing that it acquired 130 Bitcoin for $11.7 million in the week between November 17th and November 30th. at an average price of approximately 89,960 Bitcoin. Following the latest purchase strategies, total Bitcoin holdings stood at 650,000, which were acquired at an aggregate cost of approximately 48.4 billion, or roughly 74,436 per Bitcoin. Bitcoin 1130. Bitcoin drops over 4% to just above 86,000. Bitcoin slid more than 4%, dropping from the mid 90,000 range to a session low of 86,172. Last week, Bitcoin hit its lowest level since April, then recovered toward 90,000 after the Federal Reserve signaled support for another interest rate cut. That recovery proved short-lived as renewed selling now pushed the digital assets back toward 86,000. At 10:56 p.m. Eastern Time, the world's most famous cryptocurrency was trading at 86,356 and 590th of a penny, down 4.44%, while Ether was priced at 2,827 and 8,169 of a penny, reflecting a 5.49% drop.
What's behind this week's seller? What's next? This is Move Exactly.
Sole suspects. Bitcoin climbs above. Okay. Let's go.
So again today.
News. And let's go to technology.
$2,800 joining us now in crypto markets. Weeks long sell on Bloomberg senior digital finance editor Anna Herrera. We're writing
And Netflix. Listen to this. Please log on to Wired.com for more information. And thank you, Wired.com. This is brought to you by Boone Asper. Netflix won't let you cast shows from your phone to most televisions anymore. The streaming giant finally removed the feature that lets you control content on your television screen using a mobile device. The company says the feature was not widely used. Netflix has updated its services so that it will no longer support casting a streaming video to a television from a mobile device. If you're watching a show on your phone, you'll no longer be able to easily cast it onto your television and keep watching. Instead, Netflix is prioritizing its television app, which means you'll need to grab your television remote and use the app to play content, or even pause or rewind the show. Volume controls, playback buttons, closed caption controls, or any other settings won't be able to be controlled by your mobile device anymore if you're streaming on the television. The change was first spotted and reported on by Android authorities, and the news has garnered lots of scorn from users in places like Reddit. The change eliminates a workaround that a lot of people use for either convenience. They can browse Netflix on their phone, then send something to the television once they've chosen what to watch, or because the only account they have access to is authenticated on their phone, and they may not be able to log into the television app. Why would they take away features that are incredibly useful? Why would they make the experience worse. Read the top Reddit comments on the post, sharing the Android Authority article. A Netflix representative answering questions from Wired via email says Netflix is ending support for mobile device playback control because it was not a feature that enough members use. The representative says that Netflix sometimes has to retire features that are no longer widely used so that it can invest in those that provide more value. Netflix wouldn't share any information about how many people use the casting feature or what resources the feature was taking up compared to anything else the platform offers. Casting to a television will work in a few cases. It doesn't work at all on the cheaper ad-supported tiers that Netflix offers. But even if you pay for the more expensive streaming tier, casting your phone will only work if you are casting to an older device, like a pre-2020 Google Chromecast, which worked without a remote control. But Google has all but gotten rid of its Chromecast, and the latest smart television usually comes with apps like Netflix pre-installed. Users are riled up about this, pointing out that Netflix has shifted its priorities over the years from getting as many users on its platform as possible to maximizing subscriptions revenue by raising prices, cracking down on password sharing, and imposing limits on how the service can be accessed. This is a fundamental attack on me personally, as I am currently trying to get through the latest season of the Great British Baking Show while logged into a friend's Netflix account on my phone. Netflix, says the move, though distressing to moochers like me, is not meant to deter people from sharing accounts. The Netflix rep says there is no correlation between this change and the people mooching off of other people's accounts. Usage of the feature was just extremely low.
The reason I asked that, I was trying to marry
The
those two points
representative
of
also suggests
bullishness of
those
the underlying
users check
technology in the short term
if
price
their
volatility.
television
I
can
did find it
support
interesting that
a
in
Google
the
Cast
data set
device,
that is giving most
since one of
concern
those
is
can
the lack
still
of
be used
inflows into
to
the
cast
ETF
from a phone
discussed.
to a television.
What would change the psychology of people to push
Very
influence
nice
in a
article,
positive
very well
direction?
put together. Now, let's do our second article on The Verge. Once again, Brandon Rhymes, thank you very much. We've done profiles on Mr. Brandon.
So in the span of 4 months or less than 3 months, over 30% drop. That being said, I don't see a downward spiral.
Apple's smallest iPad just got its bigger price cut for Cyber Monday. The iPad mini is a compact tablet with enough power to run Apple Intelligence. So for Team Venom R1, let's see if we can use this for the execs, right? Let's rock and roll. Part of The Verge's Guide to Cyber Monday 2025.
It's great to have you back on the show. Thank you.
Brand Rhymes is a commerce reporter for The Verge, writing about the best deals and gadgets. He previously wrote for Business Insider, Rolling Stone, Futurism, and Popular Science. If you're an iPad user who prioritizes portability, you're in luck. Amazon and Best Buy have both discounted the latest generation iPad mini to $349, $150 off in its base. Wi-Fi configuration,
And SoftBank founder Masayoshi Son says the
which
company
is
would
the
have
lowest
helped
price we've seen on the miniature tablet since the launch last year. So for my students, let's do a comparison between a Kindle Fire HD and the most, we could do the most base model of both and then the both top of the line to see what the performance is, what the differences in features, and how many generations were they perfected on, right? Let us continue. So let's go back. Let's just take it from the top. If you're an iPad user who prioritizes portability, you're in luck. Amazon and Best Buy have both discounted the latest generation iPad mini to $349, $150 off in its base Wi-Fi configuration, which is the lowest price we've seen in the miniature tablet since it launched last year. You can also pick up the 256 gigabyte model with Wi-Fi at Amazon and Best Buy, starting at $449, which is $150 off as well. Its lowest price to date. So let me let you guys have a look. How you guys can see it, $49, right? Not too bad. So original price, $499, 30% off, $349. The 7th gen iPad mini comes with Apple's A17 Pro chip and support for Apple Intelligence. It's also compatible with the Apple Pencil Pro and offers faster Wi-Fi and USB-C speeds. Read our review. Now, I think we should do a separate review after we do a technical comparison. So let us compare both side by side. The 2024 iPad mini has an 8.3-inch 60 Hz LCD display, portrait-oriented webcam, and the same overall design of its predecessor. With this difference, the tablet is the first model to be compatible with the Apple Pencil Pro, which magnetically attaches to its side to pair and charge. The premium pencil allows you to assign an action that's executed when you squeeze the stylus. Now, there's two sub articles, and the first one is for my students. These great Cyber Monday tech deals will likely be gone tomorrow. That's one. The second one is the best Cyber Monday deals on Apple MacBooks, AirTags, iPads, and more. I think we might have done both, but double check. Or if you need it for extra credit, you can write about that or pick another subject. All right. The latest iPad mini is equipped with the A17 Pro. So for my video game designers, coders, and programmers, would we be able to run our version of Sonic, right, on both versions, and what would be the performance against the nearest benchmark competitor in the market globally? Rock and roll. The latest iPad mini is equipped with the A17 Pro processor, which makes it powerful enough to handle the multi-window multitasking system introduced with iPad OS 2.6 earlier in the fall. It's also compatible with Apple Intelligence, which may become more helpful as features continue to roll out. The mini small size makes it a great choice for reading in bed or as a travel companion when space is tight. That's a good idea. If you do need more power, Best Buy and Amazon have knocked the 256 gigabyte 11-inch M5 iPad Pro's price to an all-time low of $899, which is $100 off. Still not bad.
Nvidia buying in at
Now,
$440.79 a share. Synopsys currently trading at $432.53.
for business, all right, still Bitcoin. They're hammering Bitcoin. So here we go.
It does not
This article is brought to you on behalf of Routers. Please log on to routers.com for more information.
Here is NVIDIA CEO
This article is brought to us by Miss Amanda Cooper and Caroline Valkovich.
Purchasing
Wait a minute.
relationship between the investment and anything else. Synopsys is already a customer of NVIDIA's.
This may be part of the article, but let's double check.
Into the world of accelerated computing and AI computing.
So let's do the psychological profile
None
of
of this is exclusive.
Miss Amanda
Synopsys
Cooper.
has a lot of chip
Oh, no,
partnerships
no,
that
wait a
continue
minute.
to
I'm in the
nurture
wrong
and
segment.
continue
Okay, perfect.
NVIDIA has a lot of partnerships
So here we go.
with Cadence and Siemens and
New York,
December.
London, December 1st, routers.
My ideals.
Bitcoin slumped on Monday,
Consumer spending is
with the
showing some
world's
resilience,
largest
even if it's not this
cryptocurrency
year.
down
It is still
about
tough.
6% and on track for its biggest daily percentage fall since early November, as risk aversion drove investors out of digital and other assets. Bitcoin was last down 6% at 85,788, and earlier fell as much as 8% to 82,879.1. The day's move followed Bitcoin's biggest monthly drop since mid 2021. Bitcoin shed more than 18,000 in November, as a record amount of money rushed out of the market, making this its largest dollar loss since May 2021, when a number of cryptocurrencies collapsed.
Yeah, that's a great question. And actually,
Adding to bearish sentiments around Bitcoin on Monday, strategy MSTR.0 the largest corporate holder of Bitcoin, cut its earnings forecast for 2025, citing the weak run in Bitcoin. Strategy's shares fell 3.2%. Over the last 24 months, crypto liquidations in both long and short positions totaled nearly 1 billion, according to CoinGlass. Let me show you guys the board.
how it plays out. There's a lot of mixed signals going into this holiday
You
shopping
can see the
season, even
board,
more so
right?
than
You guys can follow along.
Thank you very much. Okay, what's next? Let's stay on the
Fading
topic of
crypto
shopping business.
enthusiasm.
Some of that economic uncertainty.
Bitcoin seems to be suffering from a fading enthusiasm across crypto, as well as the tech world, said Juan Perez, director of trading at Monex USA in Washington. The negativity at the moment seems tied to growing concerns about increased market concentration and questionable sustainability of overall growth in that sector.
What are the trends?
Considering the issues of infrastructure as well as less cooperation in trade globally. One second.
That's up 25% from last year. We saw peak sales of $5.1 million per minute on Friday. That happened around noon on Friday. That's up $4.6 million last year as well.
Ether also